Alright, so we're gonna play a game here on the Steam app. This is a Prelude game, so it's going to be much faster paced than a base game, but should be fun. This is part of a tournament that we're playing on the Hodgepodge Discord. Okay, well, these are awful corps. You hate to see this. Okay, fine Preludes at least. Okay, good cards. Bad, does this look bigger than normal? Whatever. So old Robbie, which is not the best court, or Thorgate, which is also not the best court. Thorgate doesn't really give me much when I already have power tags in hand. Downside is old Robbie doesn't have any good things for me to boost here. But probably still better to just get some random plants and titanium than nothing here, I'd say. I can get some steel. Steel can help with power. I should probably boost steel before playing mine just to maximize the amount of useful things I can get here. Convoy from Europa is not great, but it's not bad either. You want to be careful here putting out too many ocean cards. To me, this looks fine, though. Take these, put the cards there, put the greenery there, then go for the research outpost into a conversion. And I think I'm pretty happy with that start. So 12, I have plenty of cash, yeah. This is what I'm gonna do. I could take fuel generators as well, but the -1 cash prod is really brutal on Robbie, so I'm not going to. One of the other things with Preludes is that the plants can be a lot more valuable because you can have some very explosive starts. And so while it is true that cards are great and titanium's great, just having an immediate conversion here is so valuable. So yeah, my corp choices leave a little something to be desired. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of my cards, but my Preludes are very good, and I have Research Outpost, which is, like, I would call it the best card in the game to start with. So can't be too upset at that. Ugh, Vitor. So they're much stronger than my thing is, so that's very annoying. That he got that. What I get? Protected Valley Mangrove? Okay, I can work with that. Waza. Okay, that's a whiff. That's a whiff. Alright, he whiffed on his draws. That is good. And Metal Rich Asteroid, that's another strong prelude. So, I'm glad that he whiffed. No, it sounds mean to say, but it's true. I could do titanium or 2 plants or plant 2 cash. I'm gonna just do the titanium, prevent any mining right shenanigans on me there. Okay, funding miner. That means he definitely wants to develop some mineral prod, but luckily Robinson can do that pretty well itself. So I am glad I'm Robinson over Thorgate here. We'll see how his strategy pays out for him. Just one, huh? Alright, action parity is important, so I'm just going to one action right back. Okay. Well, it's pretty good for him. I'm gonna hold off on Convoy from Europa because I don't know where the third. I don't want to put down a third ocean when he could have Moss or Nitro Moss. Ooh, okay, Io. So he's going Ultra Minerals there. Okay. I'm gonna say cut the Jovian when he already has the Earth tag along with it. Interstellar's good, but it's not that good. Okay, these cards are pretty garbage. Herbivores is decent though. Take a little bit of heat. Security fleet is not really worth considering here, in my opinion. Honestly, underground detonations is kind of funny here to speed up the game, but it's just not really good enough. I take this as a speculation, I think, and I just plan on Protected Valley on 2 cards here, I think. That solves my MC problem. Okay, he's really is going full Joves here. It's a little scary. As long as he doesn't find card draw, I'm okay. If he does, I'm in some trouble. Okay, Lunar Beam is not bad here. It does hurt to lose the MC prod, but it does take care of my heat and power needs. And I can just afford it as well. That's nice. So we raise Titanium. And yeah, so we're a little sad. Robinson really hates anything that says minus MC prod, but I think it's valuable enough to do here just to get some heat control on this game, where my opponent is playing big Joves. Okay, so you can't give him Development Center in this setup. I'd love Indentured Workers, but I said can't give him card draw, and that is card draw, so we are not giving him that. We're looking for some MC prod here. We would love to find like an acquired company or something, just to help prevent. Okay, satellites would be really good actually. It's 4 prod for him, but Protected Habs is just too strong of a card, even though this is pretty strong for him too. Farming is the best card here. Question is, do I think it's good enough to keep here? If I keep these, that's 9. I'm at 16. Dev Center cost me 6. I'm at 10. Then I can draw and I can use my ability. So I think this is correct. And you should use the ability first to play around Sabotage here. My opponent is definitely rich right now, and he's Vitor, which gives him even additional richness because he gets cash back from all of these. Alright, Phobos makes some sense. Well, it's not the MC prod I was hoping for, but honestly, somewhat compelling. So let's see. I will get 5 heat, 8 heat. I think I just go ahead and play this. You could wait for optimal arrow breaking or media group or Earth Office, but I think just going ahead and getting the heat here makes sense. Yeah, there's that sad lights for 5 prod. That's what I was worried about. But I think Protected Halves is too good to ignore here. Okay. There's MC prod, blessedly. Okay, so I don't love giving him that. It is a Jove Molt. But again, I think card draw is scarier to give him. So I think I have to take that, and I take Sponsors on the wheel. I think Trees is just better than the rest of these. So here it's interesting because the wild tag could be really painful, but I think I just take this as Robinson tax here. So I think you take these two, and it's the question of, is Trees worth it? I think I'm going to say yes, it is. And I don't have to play Food Factory anymore. That's the big benefit of that draft. So I'm going to play Sponsors and raise my Titanium, just keep pressuring the mineral production for him since he funded Miner. Okay, well he had Media Group, so didn't have to worry about that. Usually this means an asteroid is coming. Yeah, so I lose some of my plants. It's sad, but it's 2 plants. It's not the end of the world. So we draw first. Alright, Carbonate's great. We love Carbonate here. Sorry about my dogs making noise in the background. He's having a long think. I think he's trying to figure out if he wants to play BFAT, as we call it, Beam from a Thorium Asteroid. Which it seems reasonable to me that he'd want to play it. But it looks like he does not want to, so he was thinking about what card he wanted. He could still play it after the space elevator there. So we raise titanium. Just keep fighting on that front. And then, no need to Habs right now. I could Inventors Guild, draw, and then Carbonate if I don't like what I find. I think that makes the most sense here. Even if I do like what I find, I can still Carbonate. Search for Life is good if I find the science tags. I'm already at 3 though. I'm not convinced it's really that good. I think I'm going to say no to it. Go ahead and play that. This now gives me the next Heat Rays next gen, which is great. I also have Deep Well in the future to help me with getting my energy up in other ways, so I can keep pushing the titanium and steel. Okay, punished for not keeping it. For the people who are watching in the chat I'm streaming in right now. Ooh, Fuel Factory's fun. I think he already has enough titanium though, so I'm not convinced it's that good for him. It'd be for builder concerns, if anything. I've already got one. I think this is the scariest of the cards. This is for the builder stuff again. I think it's fine to keep. Because the only builder tag I have is Deep Well, so I mean I'll play it, but I think it makes sense to keep it in reserve. And then just is Eos worth keeping? Maybe Eos is better than SF Memorial here. Yeah, I think Eos is better. So the one downside to using my energy to draw is it means that I'm not going to have another energy next turn, which is really unfortunate. But I think I just have to kind of say it is what it is. So far, my opponent's not that close on any of the milestones and awards. So we just take the free heat, and then we draw with this first. It's a building tag. I think I will keep it, though it is kind of mediocre. It's also progress towards planner. And it's important to note that we had algae passed to our opponent, which means that we don't want to play oceans for the most part, unless we have a real reason to, because every ocean that we do is just going to get him closer to some effective plant prod. Okay, he found Mars University. That's bad. That's very bad. Means he must have found it this generation, I'm thinking. Which is unfortunate. Okay, he is playing BFAT. which is okay, but it doesn't feel great. Alright, we're gonna draw. Alright, alloys is good. So now we have alloys to go with all of our mineral production, and we're one tag away from mass converter. Super punished by not keeping search for life, because I didn't think it'd be that good. It's pretty far on the building tags. I think I'd go ahead and play Habs, keep my stuff safe, because I'm going to look to develop some of this stuff here. We're going to develop Deep Well before Noctis farming, though, because Deep Well gives me energy. Okay, mineral deposit. That's a good way to keep fueling his elevator. Unfortunate for me. Yeah. We're gonna raise plant prod here. We're gonna play alloys. And that's 13. So that's enough to now play Deep Well Heating and get that raised up so I can keep raising steel and titanium. Okay, he has Electrocat too. Interesting. Well, he is getting a lot of money now. That's all I can do. So I'm at 6 tags. He's at 3 tags. Though he has a wild tag he might play. So here I'm just trying to keep pressure on Builder, also making progress on Terraformer and maybe Builder as a side. I haven't, made a concrete decision on what I'm going to be doing there. Okay. So Immigrant City isn't very good for me. It's got to be kelp farming, I think. Immigrant City lowers my MC prod, and I don't want that lowered. Commercial District would actually be pretty decent here. Okay. Both these Jovian tags are unfortunate. I actually think Methane from Titan is completely reasonable in my position here. Commercial District's fine. Do I ever take Commercial District? It's Gen 6. I think it's too slow, and I don't want my power to go down. So my opponent has 13 more VP than I do. But hopefully I can make up for that with a good ground game here and more TR and better position on the milestones. Okay, so he's making his play for City. So he's 1 away from Mayor now, if he wants to do Mayor. Alright, he's also pushing Builder. So he's at 5. So that means I have to play a building tag now. Okay, you definitely like Nuke Zone. So here's where I need to play the building tag to be able to claim if I have to. Also, that now means he has a source of steel for the rest of the game, which is unfortunate. Okay, if he doesn't play another building tag, I don't have to rush it out. Okay, he does, so he is pressuring builder. Well, gotta do it. Double check. Yeah, I am at 7. Make sure I claim the right one. That'd be disastrous. Alright. It is a blow to lose my plant prod. The good news is I will get it back with methane from Titan, and it does keep me from having to raise my MC prod ever again. Okay, that's great. I can play that next gen. Fantastic. Alright, so I'm in decent shape now, I'd say. My opponent has to basically play a city to get a milestone here. Otherwise, I'm taking the remaining ones. And he's rich enough to be able to play a city, but it's just not a particularly good play. Yeah, just Vitor things there. Four prod to 8 prod. He's still winning this battle of prods, so I'm not going to try and fight it too hard, I think. I'm not going to try and hold on to minerals. Yeah, he's doing that for Mir. Which, fine. He had to do it for a milestone. I'm just not convinced it's good enough. But he is pretty rich. Okay, Arctic algae with 2 oceans is fantastic. This is mass converter, so I'm a little sad about that, but this is just too good here. Take some steel from him to help pay for some of my things. Doing it to start with is pretty brutal too, because I don't think he has another source. Yeah. So he'll be missing out on some money. Hopefully. So I've got 28 cash in titanium, so I can play a nitrogen-rich asteroid very easily here. He's not close, he's not close, he's not close, so I don't have to rush this. I am taking his steel to annoy him a lot. And then it makes sense to play the Arctic algae. Yeah, solar wind power is very good for him. So if I convoy from Europa and I convert there, can I afford to still NRA? I quite like that because it allows me to take away a 4 rebate from him. I think I'm supposed to draw and just see what I find though. Magnetizer could be good later. Okay, asteroid's good now with alloys. I really wish I had my mass converter online. Search for life. Okay, let's do the math here. So that's I have how much? 28, 43. I can play that. It's okay, Deimos down. Wow. That's one way to get the steal. I also need to make sure that I can afford to claim my milestone here, because I do need to claim it. He's still kind of far away from Terraformer, I guess. I think it makes sense to go here. Just take that rebate. And for those of you that are wondering why I'm doing that, if indentured workers is worth losing a victory point to get 5 cash, then I think giving your opponent 1 victory point for an 8 cash swing is worth it. So I just have to be a little careful that he does not go and, well, tardies. I guess it's a point. I don't want him to SP Greenery, SP Greenery, SP Greenery here. Right? That's the big concern. So I don't want to raise the heat above, well, I guess he gets it anyway. But I want to save Nuke Zone for later to try and snipe the ocean bonus here. Okay, design's dead. So how much is this? 5. Oops. Means I need to sell 3 cards. 1, 2... 3? Yeah. So I couldn't quite afford it, I guess. I do think that is the play. I just need to fund. No shenanigans allowed unless he passes. So I will sell off my cards, actually. The fact he's doing that makes me think that he is stalling to see if he can get away with SP Greenery, SP Greenery, SP Greenery claim, being as rich as he is. And I'm going to do my best not to allow it. So he's at 16 points to my 2. He has gotten quite a lot of VP cards, which I'm not happy about. Vitor is much stronger than Robinson, but we'll see. I think I can still win if I can just get my good plant prod up. I have tons of bio stuff here. Okay, heather. That means I can now eat it with my herbivores, which will get me some good points. Yeah, there it is. So that's why I had to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and claim now. Ain't gonna happen. Go ahead and raise heat. He already has the heat to raise it, so it doesn't really turn on bushes or anything like that. He already had bushes if he wanted it. And so now I'm going to sell the last card, which was methane. I'm just not going to have the chance to play it. Get that online. Okay. I hate giving him decomposers, but giving him Vesta is a mistake, I think. We don't want him to get Jovians, because that's how he wins, is Jovians. And he has 3 cards, so decomposers isn't even that good, all things considered. Definitely sabotage. Ooh, and an ant would be a great wheel, but I really like having sabotage around for the tactical minor fights. I don't really have a steel target, and I need a city, so I think corporate is actually fine here. I think Vesta's not really that good. It's not that bad either, but I think I'd prefer to just play Asteroid and look for other stuff here. So it's just these 2 for me. Banker, okay. $13-7. I can fight Banker. I have plenty of Banker cards. Okay, well that's a good card. Not sure it's that good at the moment. Okay, that's a no for sure. Though it could be funny to move it up, but I already have most of that stuff, so I don't want to lose it there. Okay, let's do a quick check on score here. I don't have the mod that other people do because I've had some issues with it. We'll assume he has all the awards for now. Okay, he's energy tapping me. Okay, so assuming I'm losing both awards, I'm down by 10 points, but I think that's probably not quite accurate. But how do I want to proceed? So I can play AI Central and just start drawing, and then play Mass Converter, which is completely fine. Corporate Stronghold can be a play for next generation. And I essentially will stall him out on plays. I could Sabo him, but I don't see the point right now. I think Sabo is something I just hold as a threat. I think I do play this and start drawing. Okay, that's a good pickup. We definitely like seeing Giant Ice Asteroid. So AI definitely correct if just for that. But yeah, I don't know about that banker fund. It feels a little desperate. Oh, okay. That might explain it a little more. Okay, he already played Deimos, so I don't think he has any real way of taking the heat here. I'll sell Mole Hole Area. We're not playing Mole Hole Area. I'm doing that because we on Steam have a gentleman's agreement to always do 2 actions when possible. And so I am trying to do my part for the gentleman's agreement. Alright, so now I do the mass converter into the nuke zone. Play asteroid, get the titanium, blow up his plants there. Then I can just play trees now. Let's me go ahead and get that. And it's fine to raise titanium. It's literally free money. Okay. Local heat trapping seems pretty good here. Wow, that's a great card. I'm shocked he's passing that one. So Thermalist, Scientist, Landlord all look pretty solidly mine. I don't think he can fund anything further. I'd like to find a 1-point animal with all of this. My opponent's so rich. He has 2 heat. That means he can raise 2 of it, and then Giant Ice Asteroid's not so good anymore. So it might be that Giant Ice Asteroid doesn't get played simply because I don't... really want to lose it. He could try and fund Thermalist, but I think I will win Thermalist over him, so I don't think that's a winning strategy. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and convert around my city, get the bonus there. He has 5 cards. That's not a lot. Okay, he didn't take any of it, so I am going to just go for the giant ice asteroid now. I am going to take the steel up here just to continue the pressure in. And then we raise heat. He can fund Thermalist with me taking the heat, but I'm going to be at 20. He's going to be at 26. I don't think it's still a great fund for him. It's 13 to 6, so he'd have to. I think he has optimal. No, he just has media. So without optimal arrow breaking, it's even worse. So the plan now is kelp farming, corporate stronghold, convert. It's kind of what I'm thinking. It'll depend on what I draw as well. Maybe hold off on herbivores, do kelp farming, corporate, farming. Okay, he's playing capital. Alright, so that. Oh, there. It's fine, I suppose. Do I want to play Mediocre Ocean? I don't think so. I think I'm going to just pass it by. Hope to find better stuff. Okay, that's better stuff. I need a microbe. Oh no, decomposers. Okay, he's just gonna SP greenery. Strip mine to end. That's funny. Okay, I think I can afford to play Herbies and farming 26. Yeah, with the steel I have enough. Sorry for the one action, buddy. I went first, so you can one action if you need to. So So I think he is winning banker. I don't think I can really fight it. Put it there, take my 6 cash back. And yeah, I'm not like super unable to fight it. Just doesn't look that likely. Again, I think it's relatively free to increase my steel prod. Just keep the pressure up on him. So I'm gonna do that. Lake's very strong here. Rad Suits is relatively cheap for him. Alright, I think I have finally pulled ahead of my opponent now. So now it comes down to how many Jovians do you have? I wish I had a micro tag. Maybe I'll find one. I don't think Rad Suits is particularly good here. Small animals could be good. Could be bad. I think it's a little expensive at this juncture. I think I'll find better cards. I'm still 11 behind. 2. Yeah, I don't think Rad Suits is happening. An 8 for a point's not that great. It can end here if I'm in the lead. So I just need to wait and see. If he has a bunch of Jovians, it could get tricky. Five cards left, though. Definitely helps. I expect I might see a SP Greenery convert from him, which would make a lot of sense. Towing a comet, okay. Yeah, it makes perfect sense then. Alright, so now it's a question of, do I want this game to end? I think he has the mod. I've been keeping track on a spreadsheet, but it's nice to have some confirmation from my opponents. I think he's up by 5 right now. Yeah, he's up by 5. So just funding makes it very close, and I now have some pressure on minerals. Ecozone's great. Landlord does let him fight me a little bit on it, but I also have a pretty overwhelming advantage on that as well. So it just comes down to, do I think Scientist or Landlord is safer, and research from him could make Scientist scary. So I'm going to say I think Landlord is safer, but I also think it's hard for him to fund. So let's check the Thermalist math. 26, I still need to use my action. So 26 and 4 is 30. He is at 30. So even if he funds, it's not enough, though it does kill my local heat trapping. Where's my microbe? I think I don't bother with the 20 fund. I think it's too expensive. No. He has 4 cards. He's kind of pressured to do stuff. I just don't want to give him an option to play Jovian Molt on me here. And I'm pressuring him a lot here with 13 minerals, potentially. SP Greenery. Huh. Okay. Well, I definitely like the idea of Ecozone there to get access to the steel to make his miner life really annoying. Okay. That's actual banker fighting right there. No microbe though. Very sad. So it looks like he might just want to end here. If he has to do another SP Ocean though, then that's quite a bit inefficient. He could flooding, which would be fine. Yeah. Hit me for that. Alright. So I definitely am gonna sabo him his titanium now. Do I have any use for steel? I have Eos if I need to. I think I prefer to have just blocked off his walk there. He can't fund anything except Thermalist, which we talked about how I'm tying that. It's 26, 30 to his 30. So that's just wasted unless he has a way of getting some heat. But I think I might flip 13, 16, 8, 14. So yeah, I'm pretty threatening. Just do that there for now. And I still have Robinson's ability to give me even more steel or titanium production. So it could be pretty tight for him on the award. It does look like I'm missing out on grass value, but what you gonna do? But yeah, with the award swing, I think it's a clear win for me. Okay, he's going down there because he has to do something to try and protect the minerals. But I just have another one up there, so that doesn't really seem that good to me. And I have strip mine. Oh, that would be funny. Okay, he's out of money. He's got nothing there, so I don't need the steel at this moment. So I will just take the card instead. Okay, so that protects me on heat. And it even gives me even more chances of stealing banker 13 cash. He could have urbanized area, but he doesn't have the power, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to take the steel up here and be annoying to him. So he's at 14, 17. I don't think Lake is good enough to play anymore. Lake was a play if I wanted to get max points, but when your opponent could have a Jovian Molt to be really painful, you need to be careful of that. Okay, he does not. So he's tapped out. That's where he's ending. So I'm getting 16. He's at 17. Strip mine is pretty funny. But I think the same result can be obtained if I just put a city here and then convert on steel. So he's at 14, 17. I know it's annoying, but I just need to double check these. 17. I'm at 16. So city and conversion there is sufficient. So now the question is can I do better? Um, 14, 27, 13, 9, 11, so I'm too short. So those aren't worth considering anymore, so I should sell those. I don't have to SP City, but I think it's the most efficient points for me. And we'll see if maybe... Oh, virus is funny. Doesn't change anything for him. It's a microbe tag, but I can't use it. Oh, what a cruel fate. Alright, so that's not doable then. That's 35. I think imported nitrogen might not be worth it. I think mangrove is just better. I don't need the 2 plants, so I will take the cash back there. I can also fund. That's the other key here. So I want to play that and fund. Can I? Don't know. I can play both of these and get another conversion, which can get me 4 points if I do it up there. Gives, I mean, 4 cash. It gives him a point, but might be worth it. But I need to just convert in these 2 spots. So 10 point swing. These are not 10 points. So that gets me 5 points. Leaves me with 8 cash. Play that and that. Eos, again, it's 17. I'm having to think here a lot. I hate minor fights. 17 and 16, so I just have to convert there. So I can't use any of my minerals, really. Okay, that gets me my point there. This can get me a point on either one. We'll do Herbies. And we'll just put this on Herbies as well, though I don't think it matters. And we pass. Go there for those conversions, and with the flip of the award, that should be enough to win. Yeah. Wasn't too close, but I always want to double check when it comes to those types of things. I said GG already. Alright, let's hop into voice here to hear the commentators' thoughts. Alright, GG. Let's see what everyone thought about that. Yeah, Vitor Robinson, everyone's complaining about. Debate over Eos and Fuel Factory. I think Eos is the clear pick. Looks like they agree. Question about why sponsors is good. It's because I don't have to use the ability on money. Yeah, it looks like there wasn't too much to say about that game. But, yeah, it is what it is. So, thanks for watching, and catch you guys later.